That's a hell of an angle to start off with. Welcome back to the channel. So we have plugs, 4 and 4. Those are like $3 each. Like I'm used to $20 per spark plug. So that's expensive, like $200 tune-up. This is like 24 bucks. Got an oil filter. We have oil, it's still in the truck. This, as you can see here, I cleaned that off there. And I asked them not to clean the top of it off. This has been on the shelf since 2001. It's 2023, so this is 22 years old. I did check it, everything's in there. And this is what they recommend. Happens to be on sale. This is for my car, and I can't believe how long it's been sitting around just waiting for me. I've only had the car 10 years. Anyways, hopefully they're still good. I don't know. And that's just, yeah, this is garbage. That's a fuel filter right there. Not sure where that goes yet, but I asked for one. It's obviously not that one. And I do have other fuel filters. The fuel pump, there we go, is coming. And I did grab some belts for these guys. I did look up what this one would cost if I got another one. And I found it online for like 85 bucks. So I'm just like, okay, because I hate how this is. Oh, this was originally lime green. No wonder they painted it. I was curious about that. I was like, why did they paint it red? Why did they do that? Why did they do that? It was originally lime bloody green. Look, see how bad the belt is? I can just move that. You shouldn't be able to move that. And like, even if I take the fan and I can move the fan and nothing else happens. That's how bad they are. They shouldn't be moving, because then nothing else is gonna work properly. Anyways, I could always tighten it up and stuff like that. Not a really big deal. But I didn't know this was lime green. That makes me laugh. Anyways, that's irrelevant. I get why they painted it. You can see down here too, the engine block was lime green. I wonder what's going on with this. I didn't know about any of that. And it looks like the front, water pump was serviced at some point. So that's why there's a new gasket down there. Did not know that. Alrighty, so starting to do some automotive archaeology. I had to turn the camera off, turn it back on to reset my brain. Anyways, we're gonna get into doing the spark plugs. Even though they look pretty good, they're probably original to the car. And I meant the spark plug wires. And we're gonna do the spark plugs while we're at it. So what's in one of these things from 2001? I don't know. We got some wires. That's what they recommended. They look pretty snazzy. That's good. And then we got the little spark plug things to hold the wires nicely in place, which, as you can tell, we do not have. There's a little cool zip tie trick, which I'll show a little bit later, that you can do. I've done it like numerous times over the years on different vehicles, just to kind of tighten all this stuff up. That way you're not just having wires dangling everywhere, because, well, I hate that. It looks horrible. And then basically what you do to install these guys is you take one off at a time. You compare it to whatever these lengths are, because I believe these are already pre-cut. I've done this before. And you just match them up and then put them on the appropriate spark plug. So what I'm going to end up doing is taking each spark plug out, and then I'll be matching up whatever spark plug wire that I'm taking off to these spark plug wires. And that way you keep the timing per each cylinder. What I meant to say was the firing order for each cylinder is coming off the distributor cap or the rotor, whatever you want. I'm sick, so I'm just not talking properly. That being said, everything will be in the same firing order, which I'm going to show up on the screen now. So look, it's the V8, so it's 1, 3, 5, 7. So that'll be 8, 6, 4, 2. So I grab a 13/16 spark plug socket, and I'm going to be firing this down each hole. So then the spark plugs will have the best opportunity to be yanked out of there. Yeah, so we're just gonna get to town after I set up the camera for a nice little time lapse. I'm spraying each of the spark plugs down because I've had issues before, only with Fords, where I was not able to get the spark plug out. So that's the difference between the plugs. And the opening between the spark is a lot higher on this one. They do look identical. Back to business. So we're going to start by removing spark plug number 2 then we'll go to 4 to 6 to 8. And as we go, we'll be replacing each of the spark plug wires, and we take them out one at a time, match them up to the appropriate length, and keep on going. See how much neater this already looks? I shortened a couple of them by changing them out with the other ones. I might flip some other stuff around. But if you look at this side, and then you go over to that side, there is a giant difference. That looks nice and fresh. That one looks all like an octopus. We don't want that. Now on to the odd side, which is 1, 3, 5, and 7. And I'm getting in the way, but you've already seen the even side, so it's not really that bad. So wires definitely look a lot cleaner. Now these plastic things won't exactly hold, so I want to show you guys another way to do this. I just kind of threw these in here. For now, they're going to be good enough, but I feel like I need to put one over in this location here. So we're just going to zoom over there, grab some zip ties. I'll show you the rat router trick. This trick involving zip ties allows you to keep the wires nice and neat, and in some cases protected. We'll just wait and see. To bond 4 wires together, you need to wrap 1 zip tie all the way around it, and then 3 additional zip ties in between each plug wire. In order to perform this hot router's trick, you grab 1 zip tie, wrap it around the 4 spark plug wires, and then you'll grab 3 additional zip ties and wrap it around that first zip tie in between each of the spark plug wires. So 4 total. And once you've accomplished that, you tighten them all down and you'll have a very pristine organization of your spark plug wires. At which point, you'll grab your side cutters and you'll zip off all the extra parts of the zip ties. Once again, pull this up so you can take a look at it. That's what that looks like from the front and the back. And that's what this looks like from the front. And then you get the nice look at that from the back. Look how gorgeous that is. So if you were to do this the other way, that's all you would see. And that makes for a nice clean install. But this I just did for the video. Noise. She's starting to look pretty. Now all the plugs are done and I did my little zip tie trick. We're gonna do the oil change. So I'm gonna find out where that is, change that, and then drop the fluid, add more fluid, and then we're done. And here we are at the bottom of the car. You can see the headers. It's kind of low, comes out the back to where the catalytic converters are. Right there you can see the oil pan, and it's also green. This whole thing was painted green. Wow. Somebody had a lime green motor. So I found the oil filter. It's right there, so it's just out of my sight. And that's also ground wire. So that's good. So there's our oil filter. And I'm very cramped underneath here. I couldn't find my actual thing. I have an oil filter wrench. And tell you what, it's at work. It's not here. Let me get that situated. Okay, so that's our oil filter, and I cannot get a grip on it whatsoever. So, yeah. So my work light ended up burning out. Good thing I still have this one. Yes, I'm using a adjustable. I didn't feel like grabbing a bunch of wrenches and seeing what's gonna work. It's 10 o'clock at night. I just want to get this done. Wow, that's runny. Your oil should not be this thin. It doesn't quite smell like fuel, but it should not be this thin. We're gonna take a closer look at this later, but right now, she looks like oil. So I found this. This is my wrench to hold the oil filter when I'm cutting them. And this is one of those circumstances where you're done asking. This is your vice grip oil filter wrench. And it will crush the oil filter by a little bit. Obviously, we're not reusing it. But, and I couldn't really find a better angle. I just kind of stuck the phone on the ground and hit record and hope for the best. And this is what we get. Not bad. The struggle is real, and I probably could wear, you know, some gloves. Oh, this is like the worst oil change ever. Make sure there's no... That's good. So I'm gonna grab the other oil filter. All right, frame's going up. There we go. I lubricated the seal. There we go. Use this one I can actually grip. Thank you, Freya. One more. Okay, we're good. Whew. So I got Castrol, high mileage, 10W30 for anything that's over 120,000 kilometers. It's got a synthetic blend. I will be putting this to full synthetic, but this is just a, you know, it was on sale a lot. I'm not gonna lie, $32 just for now. I'll probably end up changing it later on to something that's a little bit better, but we'll see how the healthy engine is first once I get it up and running. And now we're gonna add the oil. I apologize, everyone. I couldn't find a better camera angle, so you get to see my back. All right, so this is a new one. I usually just open the valve covers, dump the oil in, and because of this breather, it's got a little stopper there, and I just kind of like wanted to try it anyways, regardless. Yeah, so I gotta figure this one out. So I've taken the gasket out. As you can see there, that's what's stopping me from putting the oil in. Now there is a bit of a crack right there, so I'm thinking since I took out the gasket, it might actually fill up better. But dang, like I get it, but dang. Now that I removed the gasket for the valve cover breather, I can now add oil to the motor. Oil change is done. It's about it's full on the dipstick, so once the engine starts running, it'll fill up the oil filter, and that's good. I was gonna put this back. I put the seal right there, and then it dropped down into the oil bucket. So that was fun. Anyways, so I made a mistake earlier. I thought this was an Edelbrock carburetor because that's Edelbrock, and I was told it was an Edelbrock 650, and took a closer look at it. It's a Holley. And I'm okay with that. That's actually a bit better than what I thought it was. So it just has the valve covers for that. So it is a Holley 4778-4 4-barrel double pumper carburetor, 700 CFM, which is fairly decent carburetor for this vehicle. So no sparkly bits. Oil looks pretty good. That's the oil. I will get this recycled. I need to take a look at the oil though, and I still didn't find the rubber piece, so it's got to be somewhere else now. If you look down here, oh, you can't see it with the flashlight. Look down there, you'll see it right there. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching. It's been a it's been a night. Got lots accomplished. I hate that alternator. We will see if it actually works. Belts are coming in, and I'll worry about that a little bit later on. Lots of questionable things with this engine. I hope to fix them all and hopefully not do anything questionable on my side. I'm very happy I know what kind of carburetor we have, and yeah, so I'm gonna get to editing a video. Well, shower, edit video. It's almost it's past 11 now, and get it up, post it online. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Peace.